Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and today, my friends, we're back on another LOTRO adventure, and we are back on our Bjorning on the legendary Treebeard server. I had one of our usuals ask if I would do some more episodes of Bjorning, and I am definitely going to do that because I was enjoying this. I just got a little sidetracked, all that new fun stuff. But we will be doing more and more on both. So again, LOTRO Adventure playlist will be bouncing back and forth between Zollin on the in Gundabad, the new area, and on Treebeard Legendary server Bjorning. And then of course our LOTRO Tale series will continue straight on with our story with Voice of the Rings, our minstrel character. So, with no further ado, let us continue today. Welcome, I hope you're all having a wonderful day in Middle-earth. I want to quickly shout out right at the beginning of the episode. I don't usually do it, usually do it at the end, but I'm going to do it right at the beginning. I want to thank my new, and I can say this now, Patreons with an S. I want to thank my new Patreon, MrRevel, for joining us on Patreon as an Iron Guard. I greatly appreciate the support in that way, and I also appreciate everyone for your likes and subscribes. Don't forget to do that, and let us continue our adventure today. So, it's very exciting, and also one of my longtime members mentioned that it looks like my videos are getting commercials now, so I might get some monetization. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm sorry you have to see commercials now and ads, but you know. I guess that's how it works. But anyway, let's move on with our adventure. But it's just exciting to see our channel growing, and I really appreciate all the support, you guys. If you do feel like you want to support me on Patreon, you get to join our Discord if you do that. For the smaller amount, you don't have to do the big amount. I'm very generous. My two Patreons who are doing for the big amount, where they get their names on the screen every episode. But I will also... if you do the little mod, you get to join that too. I just want to let everyone know that. I don't really say that a lot because I don't want to feel like I'm pushing it on people. Please don't feel obligated to support me in that way. So your likes and watches and subscribes mean the world to me. And if you feel like you want to do that and join our Discord and support me in that way too, just know I'm saving the money and I'm using it towards upgrading things for the channel for you guys as well. Like, I would like to get a nice microphone. This is a good microphone, but I always have to edit and stuff after, make sure it's loud enough and clear enough. I'd like to have a nice microphone for you guys so I can really do voiceovers of different characters. Alright, so anyway, moving on, we're going to continue on right here. And last time we left off here, now again, the tricky part about a LOTRO adventure, where we're bouncing back and forth between episodes, is the fact that, with two characters I'm saying, is the fact that I will have to refresh you guys. So we left off here doing quests with this Emelin, this wraith, or ghost guy. So... let's talk to him real quick here. And yes, I do occasionally do voiceover still on a LOTRO adventure. The last time I did this guy, you guys remember many in LOTRO Tale, hyperventilated, not really, but almost. So we'll be careful with how I do this voice. Thou art alive, still and to draw breath. So caused it be, rest thyself and hearken to me. Terrible deeds I have done in the name of the kings of old. While evil corrupted this land, my men, I stood by and did nothing, ignoring our charge. Now the red maid serves Angmar, something we swore to prevent. Ironwan Ben Adarn cursed us to live as half-dead. Such was our failure. Dost thou understand? I will help thee in order to break my curse, but thou must do more to secure my aid. Alright, how was that? That's pretty good. Didn't quite get lightheaded like last time. The lands was corrupted by the war which raged here. Much blood spilled into the springs of the lady, until all became red. And the springs became a swamp. The lady, whose name is not remembered, became the Red Maid, a creature lost and corrupted. Ivar, Bloodhand, came not long ago and awakened her again and claimed power over her. Now Ivar is a great threat than ever he was. Thou must strike against him to restore the balance betwixt man and nature, until the Red Maid be redeemed or destroyed. My brethren and I are doomed to this wretched state. Now the West is where thou travellest to destroy the White Lord Bruder and his soldiers. They serve the Blood Hand and must be destroyed. Woo! That is a crazy voice to do, I must say. Alright, well, continuing on as Zollin Ironshield today, my friends. Should we defeat that person? It is part of the chapter. Again, I think when we left off here, I said I wasn't going to do these quests as much. But Albin Cotton, where we leave off? With the Northern Cotton Farmer and Oath Barton. We could do Oath Barton. Halberd, North Downs. I think I wanted to head to the North Downs. But we do want to do Chapter 2, Book 2, Chapter 13. So we're going to do that right now. So transform into our bear form here, and we're going to run over there and do that chapter real quick. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day in Middle-earth, wherever you are. Don't forget to get a nice drink to enjoy yourself. Relax. By the way, I reset up my skills down here a little bit. How I like it a little bit better the way I did it here. Alright. Now, I've not kept up with my mining. I probably should do that on this character. But honestly, I'm doing this character to just have fun with you guys. I wasn't planning on doing a lot of crafting on him. I could always go back and do crafting later. Mainly, I want to just do the legendary Treebeard server with you guys. Ooh, we've completed a deed. We found Nindor. There it is. That's our deed. We just completed it. Cool, cool, cool. Ooh, I totally forgot about the Sauron nukes. Fun times. I was like, whoa, it's Sauron. I was trying to figure out a second ago, what is that square? It's been 2 months since I've done, well, not quite 2 months, but almost 2 months since I did anything on this character on Treebeard, so. We've been so busy with Gundabad and other things lately. Whoa. And if you guys are wondering too, with the different levels on this right here, so I actually do the different commands to join chats to change and I change the colors depending on the level and stuff. If you look at my Patreon page, guys, there's the different levels, but then I have them color coded. So like this is the second highest tier, so I appreciate that. I can't say that enough that I appreciate your support. If you guys, if anyone else, again, like I said, wants to support me, you do not have to do the big one. You could just give me a little tip. I think I have like a $3 one or something, if you want to. But again, don't feel obligated, you guys. The support outpour for my channel has been so fantastic. I really appreciate it. Haha! Master, I failed. Oh, yes, you did. I saved the Wraiths. The Oathbreakers, they should technically be called. A Wraith is usually something that's evil. An Oathbreaker in Lord of the Rings is usually something that they're not always necessarily evil. They usually broke their oath, and they can be redeemed sometimes, as you see in the movies, right, with Lord Aragorn. So let's go turn this quest in, turn back into bear form to be fast. But yes, I totally lost my train of thought. But thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it, and if you guys are just curious to see, I do have some fun things on the Patreon page of my descriptions of all the different roles that I have here. So if you just want to see for fun, you're welcome. There's a link down there just to look at in that way too. Just see all the work I did in putting in all the info on each one. I did like a little description about what the background of each, like Iron Guard, Royal Guard, all the different things, Dwarven Miner, Dwarven axe guard and those kind of things. Shield guard. Alright, continue here on. Out. I better be careful because I don't want to get lightheaded doing this. Thou art returned from thy battle, and the White Lord is no more. Then I shall speak of the past and what is to come. Ancient Arnor stood long ago. Then sundered it was. 3 nations arose, Arthedain, Carladon, and Rudar. But Arnor's light was dimmed, and the hearts of men are so easily tempted to dark deeds. Rundar turned against us, the kingdom of Arthedain, for there our Duodain brethren had been overthrown by an evil chieftain of the Hillmen in service of Angmar. The warning had come much too late, for the maiden, for us. Ooh, we got some rewards here. Our Bjorning, boys. Ha ha ha. We have, let's see, a shimmering ring with agility and critical rating, or we have the Emerald's spear, this guy. Interesting. Well, we're already using a 2-hander, so maybe we'll take the ring. It's not as good as ours. We'll take the shield. It's probably the most expensive. Oh no, the spear is. We'll take the spear. The wars corrupted this land, drowning in the blood of the innocents. The lady drowned as well, soaking on death and evil, while we did nothing to save her. By the way, the lady, I believe, is talking about... You guys remember Tom Bombadil and Goldberry, and how she's a river spirit's daughter, right? Well, there's different river spirits all over the world of Ardar, and the lady, I believe, here is what they're talking about. She was corrupted by the evil that happened, because she was the spirit of the river, and blood turned into a swamp, and yeah, on and on. You get the point. Moving on. Joking on death and evil, while we did nothing to save her. Twice we failed our duty, and several times cursed were we by the elves called Ironwain Ben Ondar. When the lady became the Red Maid, she brought forth further ruin to her own home, to the land and to the beasts. She was terrible, and we dared not face her. Then there was no more living blood to spill. She slept until Ivar awakened her once more. You guys all remember who Ivar is? The Blood Hand. He's the evil... what is his name? Bane, the Blood Hand. I forget. He's like a... kind of like a... Oh, I'm trying to remember the word. Not a wraith. A Gauntlord. That's the one. A Gauntlord. It's basically kind of like a evil necromancer type of character, but a little different. That is my sad tale. Now go. Return to thy master and speak to him of his secret past. Remember our fate, Bjorning. Do not fail in thy duty. Right, we'll stay loyal and true. Oh. All right, where do we have to go now? Back to Osgilianth. Or Osgruth, excuse me. Oh goodness, are you kidding me? I don't have a fast travel to Osgruth? Could this be? Look at our travel abilities. Yeah, I only have to Breeland. Oh, you know what? I can go to Breeland instantly and then travel to Osgruth. Fast travel. That's what we'll do. Alright, back to normal voice. I ran out of my wonderful lemonade. Made some pink lemonade. That's alright though. I have this wonderful water. If you guys think this is super cool, check this thing out. You see that awesome rhino? See this? Awesome? You know how you all know that my amazing sister, who did the artwork for a lot of my channel, she's doing more artwork. She's done the thumbnail. She did the logo for the channel. This is her work on this bottle here too. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oscaruth! Here we go! Oh, I forgot. You can't be in bear form to travel. Fast travel. There we go. It's a weird little thing that they do there, but... It's a great canister, too. This was a Christmas present from said sister. Alright. Let's go talk to these people. Alrighty, we are. And again, remember, XP is lowered in this server to kind of keep you on track. I do not know if they've buffed the level from 50 yet to 60. I'm not sure.
No pleasant journey draws me hither.
Oh, this is another Bjorning, I believe. No pleasant journey draws me hither, my brother. I have been sent to put an end to one of our folk. I held no warm feelings for Olaf Moth, and I do not think you did either, but he is still blood. It saddens me that this action is necessary, but Grimbjorn has commanded it, and I think it just. Guys, Grimbjorn is the son of Bjorn, right? From The Hobbit. Just make sure everyone knows our lore. Alright. Some weeks ago, Olaf Moth began straying further and further afield, and I think he encountered someone beneath the trees of Mirkwood. From this mysterious stranger, he heard cruel whispers, and Grimbjorn believes these whispers took root within Olamoth's heart. He spoke vile words to Grimbjorn and the other of our folk, and fled from our land, and now we hear that he has killed without mercy, striking down innocent folk without care or reason. I am glad you answered my letter. Olamoth is strong and fierce, but he is of our blood, and I need someone at my side if I am to go through with this unpleasant duty. He deserves this judgment, but I do not know that I could carry it out alone. Speak to me when you are ready, and we will make for where he was last seen. And this gives us a class trait point. And Virtuous Bjorning, our class ability. Alright, well, we should do it.
Let us go at once.
Let us go at once. Very interesting voice. Not quite getting it.
Let us go at once.
Let us go at once. Something like that. Alright. I am eager to have this unhappy duty behind me. This is a solo quest and cannot be completed with a fellowship. Okay, I always read this as a joke, right, guys?
Wolfilmoth has brought this fate upon himself, but it does not make our duty of bringing him to justice any easier. I have slain goblins today. Can you say the same?
No. Olaf was last seen among the ruins just ahead. Let us go forward with caution, my brother. All right, Voice of the Rings. Let us find our kinsman and end this. Agreed. Oh no, it's vile bog prowlers. Whatever will we do? Two bears should be able to deal with that, no problem. Look at how cool we look. We look so cool. I forgot how cool our cosmetic stuff looks. Look at our axe, too. What a cool looking axe we have. Interesting. It's the same spot we were a few minutes ago. Hold, Zollin. These are more here than just bog lurkers, but what? Dwarves! They attack us! What? Those are Darhan. Those are horrible dwarves. The Downhand Ruffian. Plop. Who are these dwarves and why do they attack us? Just a little further now. There he is. Olamoth! Lengar, voice of the rings, have you come to join me? Your expedition gives me your answer, Zollin. I thought as much, but it was a vile hope that you would cherish the memory of our people and blood of Bjorn. Instead, you side with those unworthy of you. I thought I could make you strong, Zollin. I failed in that, and I am sorry. You are my kin. Leave this place and I will not harm you. We cannot, Olamoth. You have slain innocent folk. I agree. We must get him. We are of Bjorning's line. The lines of men cannot bind us. Bjorn, you would not allow this. Grimbjorn himself devours you. Then it is as I thought. He had grown weak in his old age. We are stronger than the other peoples they live at. Our say-so. We have given you these ideas, Olamoth, who? These ideas are my own. They come from within. Strength seeks strength. I have sought out worthy allies. Dwarves? I would like to add evil dwarves. Bjorn aided the dwarves of Thorin's company, though they were beneath him. The dwarves I have met wield more power than that sad lot. Now I'm really annoyed. Oh gosh. Oh, it's the Daran. I choose my allies well and reward those. In his heart, Olamoth holds the hatred of both men, bear and man. The flame those hatred burns, although it makes him strong. Strong enough to slay your kin. Excuse me. Yes. Then I will leave you to complete your task with a few of my warriors. It's the undead dwarf king, Skorgrim Dauran.
The mountains belong to us, not to those foul goblins.
The mountains belong to us, not to those foul goblins. Are you ready, voice of the rings? Olamoth will not come with us, but we cannot let him go, for he is danger to the innocent folk of Middle-earth. I do not know much about these dwarves, but I can tell you that the Skorgrim corrupts any who come into the contact with him. I will handle Olamoth. You can deal with the dwarves, my brother. You are unworthy of the line of Olamoth. Langar's battle goes ill. You seek your weak Langar, and you will join her in death, Zollin. Yeah, I don't think so. We're the Bjorning, Zollin.
The Veils are under our protection.
Apparently he died. The Veils are under our protection. I know what we came here to do, but even so, I found myself not wanting to hunt Olamoth. He felt no such restrictions, and his claws cut deep. Langar winces at the pain of her injury. I do not know much about Skorgrim, but what little I now have learned is troubling. It is clear to me that he swayed our former kinsman in some way, preying upon his sensibilities. We have done as Grimborn asked, and ended the threat of Olamoth, posed to the innocent folk. That must be enough for today. Perhaps tomorrow we will do something about Skorgrim Darhan, for his danger remains. Which, if you follow me on the LOTRO Tale series, you know more history of what happens there. Let us return to Oscaruth. I am hurt, but I can walk. Whoa.
We have the victory, but it is not a happy one.
We have the victory, but it is not a happy one. We have the victory, brother, but it is not a happy one. I know that Olamoth was a danger to innocent folk, and had to be confronted, but I wish it had not been so. His words were cruel, it is true, but I can also understand from where they came, and know that it was Olamoth alone that chose this path. Otherwise preyed upon his inclinations. Some great evil crossed his path in Mirkwood and made use of him for his own purposes. He had no love for dwarves, but this evil allured him with these Darhans and their master, Skorgrim. That is the evil we must face. I will stay here for a time to rest from my hurts, Voice of the Rings and Zollin. And then I will bring these tidings to Grimbeorn. I thank you for you once more, and hope to see you again, and in health. Guard your spirit well. I do not follow the dark path that brought Olamoth to his end. We will not. We are Zollin Ironshield, the Bjorning. We will continue on our victory path. Alright, so, what do we just get? We got a skill point, sweet, so I'm going to put it into this. Boop, doo, doo, perfect. And then we also got a class ability. Oh, we have a couple here. We have Emissary. We could put that on. It gives a little fate. And then we also got the Race of Virtuous Bjorning. +1 Fortitude, Empathy, and Honor. Which I am not sure we're actually using those at the moment. Are we using any of those? We're using Honor. So we got another one, Honor. That's great. Empathy? Would we want to use empathy? Where is empathy? Nope, well, it's somewhere here. I'm missing it. There it is. Yeah, I think we're good. That's what I'm going to use for now. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Cool! Well, my friends, that was a pretty awesome little story plot there with the Bjorning on the legendary Treebeard server. A LOTRO adventure. I'm going to end it there today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I just wanted, of course, at the end of my video, I know I already said it, but thank you again. Shout out to my Patrons for your support. I appreciate it a lot. Shout out to MrRevel. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate it greatly. And again, it'll be fun to have talks in Discord with all my Patreons. And you guys have a wonderful day in Middle-earth. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And check out the other content. Subscribe button's going to be right there. That's a wonderful free way to support me. There's links down to Twitch too. I do stream on Twitch sometimes for other games. It's free to follow on Twitch if you want to do that too. And there's another episode up there for this playlist, a LOTRO Adventure and a LOTRO Tales right over there. So check them out. You guys have a wonderful day in Middle-earth. Thank you all for your support in likes and subscribes and everything in all ways. And I appreciate it. And I will see you in the next episode of Voice of the Rings. And the thing is, I can't do my roar, so I'm just going to do a Bjorning roar. Yeah! See you in the next episode, guys.